Hello, everybody. This is part 2 of the video going over Britney Spears' case. This is the document that is the reply to Britney's motion to seal. And y'all are going to be so mad at me, but that live I just did not save. It just kicked me off. It was sorry your live ended. And now all of the beautiful sass and anger that I just got out is gone forever. So if you got to experience that in firsthand person, that's wonderful. And I may have to end up re-recording that for people, but it is gone. So I guess for the people who were here on the live, I will finish this, and I probably will end up just letting this one delete too and doing a whole new one. But I know I'm really disappointed too, y'all. It's just not my day. I'm sorry. But we're here. We're going to finish for the people who got to see it. Just pretend it's an intimate, secret slumber party, but that sounded kind of weird. In a fun way, in a good way, not a weird way. Okay. So I know it's gone. I'm going to have to end up re-recording it for people because this is a super important document. Yeah, probably got hacked or something. Probably Geraldine. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to accuse anyone of anything because they're gonna come sue me one way or the other. Okay, so an overriding interest exists. The overriding interest supports sealing the public record. There's a big probability that interest will be prejudiced if the record is not sealed. The gay demon exorcist probably flagged your live. She is probably obsessed with you at this point. I agree. Well, JPS is going to lose. I agree. So again, I see Paina Dolazona. George Size Matters asked the same question, and that is, has it helped that Britney signed a petition? Britney did not sign this petition. She signed the petition to appoint Bessemer, and when she did that, it did definitely help, but now Jamie's oh, well, she's incompetent. He's about to just say, that doesn't even help. Is Najee Happen even on here? Because I blocked her. Someone on here said they recorded your last live. Oh, someone was recording that live? Oh, that's amazing. I hope that's true. ONJ2989. That would be really good. Oh my God, that would be really good. I stand. Okay. All right. So, and then there's this narrowly tailored thing. So if they do seal it, it has to be narrowly tailored. And there is no less restrictive means that exist. So there's nothing less restrictive. Sealing the record is supposed to be a last resort. All these rules that you have to go. Oh my God. B-Knee83, you recorded it? Oh my God, thank you so much. Okay. Okay, B-Knee83, B_Knee83 better be getting, how many people on this live? 98 new followers for saving the day. Thank you. Hi, Nikki. Because they said that they recorded the last live. Oh my God, what a lifesaver. You really just saved the day. We need to send them a fruit basket. Okay. As discussed at length in the motion to seal, Britney has two overriding interests, either of which by itself is sufficient to support sealing the record. So what they're saying is, okay, well, we have not one, but two of these, and we can show that it used the Gabriel says they missed the first half of the live, but do I think Judge will side with Britney or Jamie based off these petitions? I think Britney. That's just my opinion. I have no idea. B_KNEE83. We're going to tag when I post this half of the live. Okay. Okay. As discussed at length, so they're about to tell us that they have one of these overriding interests and it meets all of these tests, not only one, but two. This whole document is embarrassing and full of jargon. That is correct. I agree. Yasmin. As discussed at length in our motion to seal, Britney has two overriding interests, both of which by itself is sufficient to support sealing the record. Okay? What is that? Ms. Spears' right of privacy with regard to her personal and private information. Again, that has nothing to do with them or their job. And two, the detrimental effect the public disclosure of such medical personal information is likely to have on Britney. Again, not your freaking job. This, Britney has a right to privacy that overcomes the public's right of general access to the conservatorship proceeding. Okay. And given the frequently pernicious use of sensitive and private information of celebrities, Mr. Spears, that's Jamie, sought through the years to protect the Conservatee, his daughter, yuck, from the pain that such free access to the information inevitably would cause her. But y'all remember, she said she wanted it to be open to the public. So I don't know what pain of free access. Like, this is actually, honestly, I'm going to stop for a second because this is actually a really excellent, like, exhibit of, like, exactly what has gotten us in this situation in the first place. We have a woman who is saying, no, I'm good. Leave me alone. I got it. And a father who is saying, I know best. It's going to cause her pain. And no. Like, it's just, somebody said this is such a wonderful piece of fictional literature. Lisa says, I think Penny sides with Sam. Judge Penny sides with Sam, but she could surprise us. She is worried about being watched too. Wait, is that a good thing for us or a bad thing for us that she's worried about being watched? Because shouldn't she do what she's supposed to do if she's being watched, Lisa? Okay. Before Britney waives her right to privacy regarding her medical information and sensitive personal information. So she's saying, like, waives her right to privacy, but that's a misstatement because, in fact, well, I mean, I guess she has a right to privacy, but she's not waiving her right to privacy. It's a balancing test of the right to public access and Britney's right of privacy. It isn't that Britney is waiving her right to privacy. It's that the public's interest outweighs her right to privacy. Does that make sense, or is that too nuanced? I'm just saying it one more time, just in case. They're mischaracterizing this because they're saying, like, oh, Britney just signed a waiver of privacy. No, she didn't. It's the balancing test. It's this test. And Sam Ingham is saying, because there is no confidential medical information, we are deciding between Andrew Wallet and Bessemer Trust. It has nothing to do with privacy rights. It has nothing to do with medical information. It has nothing to do with constitutional privacy. Nothing to do with that. It's choosing between two things to put the money in, right? Let's not forget that. That is what this whole entire hearing is about. Choosing two things to put Britney's money in. One of two, right? Or not. I mean, that's not actually true. Because if you go with Wallet, it's going to end up in Stonebridge. If you go with Bessemer, it's going to end up in Bessemer or like a real, firm that has more than 3 employees and more than, who said it? Was it Meg or Brittany the Sagittarius? Somebody said, like, the difference between Bessemer and Stonebridge is Bessemer doesn't need Brittany's money to keep running. They don't need Brittany's money. Was it Meg Radford? Was it Brittany the Sagittarius? Was it Leanne? One of those 3 said that. Maybe it was all of them. I'm not sure. So as discussed, oh shit. Okay. So before Britney waives her right to privacy regarding her information and makes it subject to public exposure. And again, y'all remember, they said the only thing that they redacted was Lynn Spears' address. So, like, I don't understand why they're talking about privacy of kids' information and all this. It must be determined that she has the capacity to understand the consequences of her waiver. First of all, I'm not even sure that's true. Lisa said Judge Penny is not doing anything illegal. Trust me. Okay, good. Yeah, it's like, I'm not sure, like, this is a waiver of privacy. And again, right, like, this is really interesting. And Lisa pointed this out earlier. It's like, oh, we have to make sure that she has the capacity to understand the consequences of her waiver. Okay, well, y'all just said she could file for she should file to end this conservatorship at any time. So y'all going to say that? Y'all are just going to say this when she does that. You're going to say you don't have the competence. So they use that, oh, she can file and she has yet to do so. Okay, they can use that against her if they want to, but the ultimate reality is, oh shoot, I'm so distracted by y'all's comments. Sorry. It must be determined. The ultimate reality is this is what they would say to her if she did. If she tried to get out of this conservatorship, this quote voluntary conservatorship, this is what the shit she would have to deal with. And how's she gonna have money to litigate that? She's not. That's why it's such gaslighting, because they're saying Britney Spears has the right to terminate this conservatorship at any time. And they're not even saying that Britney has the right to let her little medical information come out, much less get them out of her pockets. They contradict themselves up and down this document. It's honestly embarrassing. The opposition falsely asserts that in the motion to seal, we flatly assert the complete sealing of all pleadings, reports, evaluations. They said like, oh, Sam said that we flatly assert that we should seal everything, but that's not true. This is absolutely untrue and directly contrary to the motion to seal and the pleadings. To the contrary, the motion seeks to redact minimum amount necessary to protect Britney's constitutionally protected. And again, this is not their job. It's just not. I'm sorry. It's irrelevant. It's like, them saying like, and to wash Britney Spears' car. Actually, funny enough, washing Britney Spears' freaking car that she's not allowed to drive is actually a lot more in their purview and what they're actually supposed to be worried about than her constitutional rights. But I digress. Including her medical privacy, the privacy rights of her minor children, and all this bullshit that has nothing to do with anything. Okay. In support of Sam's opposition, they keep repeating the same points. Siafik knows best because they don't have a good argument, but they wanted to fill out this petition to make it 11 pages long for no reason at all whatsoever. A lot of times people like to throw big words in to act like they're, to make their argument seem like fluffier, but like they could have said all of this in 2 paragraphs. Okay. In support of this opposition, Ingham contends that the motion only seeks to seal the address of Britney's mother and does not raise any specific issues that relate to Britney's private medical information regarding her minor children, blah, blah, blah. And they don't... What is this? They didn't proofread all the way to the end. Y'all see this? Issues that relate to Miss Spears' private medical information, information regarding her children, all they had to do was copy and paste. They can't even figure out copy and paste. That doesn't surprise me. They said it 16 times in this memo, but they messed it up here. Proprietary and trade secrets and what? And what? What? And what? What are you talking about? It's just like unfathomable that Britney pays $1 million in lawyer fees a year. And they can't figure out how to finish their goddamn sentences in briefs that they know the whole world is going to read. God, how embarrassing. Miss Spears' private medical information, whatever. Okay. Undoubtedly, the resolution of the petition and the reappointment of Mr. Wallet as co-conservator of the estate will inevitably lead to issues being raised that relate to Britney's health, her capacity to make informed decisions, and her relationships, including business relationships that she already said she doesn't want to have anymore, the impact of upcoming changes to the conservatorship on Miss Spears and her children. The motion to seal necessarily includes issues that will be addressed on the record and hearing in order to facilitate and assist with the court's determination of the merits. And so basically they're finally making a last ditch. Meaner, I am also mad that Britney is paying for that garbage opposition. Actually, the opposition was pretty good. This is the reply, right, to the opposition? I thought the opposition was all right. So they're making a last ditch. This should have been their argument the whole time, right? This should have been their whole argument. And this is the only thing that looks kind of like an argument that I see in this whole petition. And that is, okay, maybe we're going to be talking about appointing a conservator, but what that's necessarily going to force us to talk about is her capacity to do this and her business relationships and her impact and this and that. And it's like, y'all didn't get the grammar, right at all in here, but at least it looks like something like an argument. But then they, interestingly, do not have any facts upon which they base this. And that's what they accuse, Sam Ingham of, he just makes these assertions and doesn't have facts. Okay, well, she's saying, it's going to implicate her capacity to make informed decision. It's going to implicate her kids and the upcoming changes and all this stuff. And it's like, okay, how? Tell me how. You're just making a conclusory statement. Okay, speaking of conclusory statements, here's their stupid conclusion. Well, I shouldn't call it stupid yet. I haven't read it. Oops, sorry. Let's see. Let me get that glare off. Okay. Sorry, reading y'all's comments. See if anything exciting happened here. Okay. For the foregoing reasons as set forth in the motion to seal, the conservator respectfully requests that the court issue an order sealing the related pleadings and transcript. The related pleadings and transcript currently or will disclose and relate to her constitutional things that we have no business worrying about. Sorry, I don't know why this is doing this now. Is it the way I have it tilted? I think so. Okay. The related pleadings, will disclose her constitutional information, health information, personal info of the kids, trade secrets, proprietary information, privacy of unrelated third. So they repeat it one more time. This time doesn't look like they have any typos. Geraldine, Gerald, and Rebecca. I don't know which one signed it. Never saw one person sign on one signature line that had 3 people. I guess that's Geraldine. It looks like a G. Okay. Anything else? Proof of service. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay, well, we finished it, y'all. Wow, that was quite a ride. I agree, Renato, Dennis, this is trash. So, I mean, in conclusion, I'm not going to stay on that long because I'm, like, really wiped, but I wanted to get this out tonight. In conclusion, I'm not really worried about this petition. You can never, ever tell how something is going to go in court. Yeah, trash signature must be Geraldine. I agree, Meaner. Someone referred to this document as fanfic. That's hilarious. It has about as much truth in it as fanfic. It's just stupid. It's just like basically a lot of fluff. I mean, I think the biggest thing that we have to worry about, or if we had to worry about, I think this is their strongest argument. Where is it? Was it on this page? It was in that paragraph with their dumb typo. Oh no, we went way too far up. Here. This is kind of like where this is what they're going to have to hang their hat on, as we say, in the esteemed profession of the law. Oh wait, Lisa said something? Wait. Okay, Lisa has a conclusion before me, and it's much more succinct and concise. So here it is. This is what should win. The records are not James' records. They are Britney's records. If she can volunteer to be conserved, no one believes that. She can agree to have the file opened. Bam. That's it. I agree. I think, you know what? I was about to go into like a 25-minute long ramble, but that's it. I'm going to use Lisa McCarley's words. This is what should win. The records are not James's records. They are Britney's records. I'm going to add something in here. The privacy rights are not James's privacy rights, nor are they the privacy rights of Britney's estate. They are Britney's privacy rights. So I don't know why Geraldine and Gerald are so worried about him, and I don't know why Jamie is so worried about him. They are not conservators even of her person. They are conservators of her wallet, of her dollars. That's it. That's all. Go sit down and have your food. What is that? Is that what George said? Who said that the other day? Should have just sat down and ate your food. I want to see someone get depoted. I don't think it's going to happen. Leanne might drop. Is anyone sending this info to Sam Ingham to help him? I think Sam, this stuff that we talked about today is like, Sam would be much, much better at these arguments than me, because he makes them like all day long. So, in this one particular thing, I think Sam probably is competent, like fully up to speed, and does not need anyone's help. I don't know, like I could be mistaken though. Renato, Dennis, is this going to be ruled on in September? I think so. September 16th. I do think so. Sit there and eat your food. Exactly. I don't think we need to send this info to Sam, y'all. I think Sam has got this might, maybe like when we find websites and stuff like that, we'll send it to Sam. But I really don't think Sam needs my help on this analysis. I think he actually knows better than me. We can send Sam documents, but that's it. He can't discuss the case. Exactly. Yeah. And plus, even if he could, like, I'm sure he's got his hands full with all these things. I love New York. Yes, indeed. Okay. Meaner said Sam probably laughed at this document and sent it back. I agree. Sam was probably like, what does this have to do with the cost of beans in China? What exactly happens in the next hearing? What is the hearing for? Yasmin, the hearing is for, to determine whether or not this particular issue, whether the records are going to be sealed. Lisa said Judge Penny will take this under submission and rule with Sam. I think so too. I don't know. I've never been in the California probate court, but that is what Lisa says, and that is what the most important opinion in this, or not opinion, prediction, probably also opinion, actually, And also the other thing they're ruling on the 16th is, or what's scheduled is to decide whether or not Andrew Wallet is going to come back as a co-conservator. I have a feeling that Judge Penny is not going to decide that without deciding the Bessemer issue, which is not scheduled until November. So I have a feeling that deciding on Andrew Wallet will get pushed back to November, or she may decide between Bessemer and Stonebridge. I mean, listen to me. She may decide between Bessemer and Andrew Wallet on Tuesday too, but I don't really know. Those are the options. I don't have any, I don't really know. Okay, Lisa's saying the other matters will be continued. So it's my understanding that really this is the only thing being ruled on Wednesday, but it's a really big thing to rule on, right? Like whether or not we're going to have access to these documents as the case proceeds forward. Or not. I mean, I'm sure we will have documents. Like, it's not like we're going to have no documents. But, it is going to be a big difference in what we're able to see and not. It'll probably be more of the same. With everything being sealed, people won't be allowed in the courtrooms and stuff like that. So are they going to be able to keep... Oh, Zachy Online. I actually don't know the question to that. Are you allowed to print pieces of the Ingham filings on a t-shirt as long as I don't sell it? I don't know the answer to that. You might even be able to sell it. I don't really know. I actually don't know the answer to that. Sam needs to point out a new COI. Size matters. I'm a little brain fried, or maybe I'm just dumb. I don't know what COI is. Things are turning up good for Brit. The first time I'm hopeful. Thank you for explaining this, and thank you, Lisa, for your experienced opinion. Yes, Lisa is the best. Okay, so George says, yes, we can print shirts with pieces of this. I don't know if we can. I mean, I think we probably can. I just really, truly don't know the answer to that. Lisa said the good stuff will be when there is opposition to the Wallet and Bessemer petitions. I can't wait for that. Oh, I can't wait to see the opposition to Wallet. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, COI, conflict of interest. Duh. Okay, yes. Okay. Okay, wait. So what am I doing up here? Sam needs to point out new conflict of interest. Got it. Well, is it really that new? Yeah, y'all are all smarter than me. Yes, Explorer. COI's conflict of interest. When will they really hear Britney speak live? Does this judge need to see Britney and ask her everything? I don't know. When they point out the connections to TriStar and Stonebridge, yeah, I think Sam perhaps has already made hints at that, but I don't know when he's going to point out the conflicts between the two. Hopefully he does in his opposition to Andrew Wallet. That would be really funny. New to court. Got it. Size matters. When would we expect those oppositions, though? Everything's so spaced out. He told us when he was going to file that opposition. Let me see. Okay, let's see if we can find it. Oh my God, it's on the bottom of every page. No. Okay, let's see. We can search Wallet instead. Let's see. Okay. So page 2, he says, Britney has filed a competing petition, that was the Bessemer petition, to appoint Bessemer Trust Company of California. She will also be filing objections to the Wallet appointment petition. Now, Wallet's appointment is, scheduled to be heard 9/16. Lisa, do you think that he will file it before September 16th, or is he just banking that it's going to be continued? Lisa also says, I want a case on appeal. She must be presented to the court now. In re the conservatorship of Ashley K. Okay, somebody write that down for me. I don't have my notebook. I want to look it up. In re the N, and then a space, R-E, and then a space, the conservatorship of Ashley K. And then Lisa McCarley did that case, and she said, Britney must be presented to the court now. Because, why now, Lisa? Because it is contested now? Lisa McCarley says the court may also provide a briefing schedule. He's banking on a continuance. So we shouldn't expect to see Andrew Wallet's, the opposition or the objection to the Wallet appointment probably in the next few days. I was hoping we would, but he's probably counting that the court... Oh, Lisa, thank you. He's probably counting on the fact that the court will push back the wallet decision until November, because it's not going to be deciding on Britney's Bessemer trust until November. So she'll probably decide on the same day. Because it's the law, so no. More waiver of appearances. He can continue. I'd love to see a Venn diagram of qualifications and accomplishments of Bessemer and Stonebridge. Stop, Zachy Online. That is embarrassing. Miss 2 a.m. We don't appreciate this. Does anybody know? Sam is abusing Britney. This is true. You better believe it. Tired of him. Just joined from Spain. 2 a.m. What doc are we reviewing? Oh, this is an old doc that's up right now. The one that we reviewed, we're kind of wrapping up now, but it was this one that was filed today. The reply to Britney's opposition that was like so sassy and good. The last big document we did. Oh, wait. Lisa, whose question are you responding to? Waiver of appearances. It's the law, so no. He is banking on a continuance. I'll send it to you because it's the law, so no. More waiver of appearances. Not that simple. They will set a hearing date. Okay, so it's not that they're going to just have it on the same date. So what you're saying they're going to do, Lisa, is the judge is going to set a hearing date, and then on the hearing date they're going to that would kind of consolidate like the two opposing petitions. Am I understanding that correctly, or are you replying to someone else and I'm just... Nothing will be settled unless James backs down. Okay. So from what I think Lisa is saying is that it's not just going to be like, Wallet and Bessemer, let's pick one. Okay, boom. Now James is in there. Now we get James needs to move, and it looks like James is not going to move. So we're about to be fighting this for a while. Is that what you mean? They will have a trial on the removal. Everything will be contested. Oh God, no. Okay. Well, we're going to have a lot more nights together then, y'all. I can't believe my live was shut down. How does she have an estate if she is still alive with us? It's just like a legal designation that describes her assets. Lisa saying big fight. Well, what if James got convicted of a crime or something what if James was somehow incapacitated to perform it? What if James remember when he got sick and had to step down or whatever? What if something like that happens? She is competent enough to do this because the judge needs to give her money back. I agree. Girl, can I send you a mini tripod for your phone? Oh my God, that would be amazing. I want a tripod that goes on my neck so I can have my hands. 10 minutes. I know. I'm so wobbly. I know. I'm so annoying. I'm so sorry that my technological skills do not match any of my other skills. His colon ruptures again. Oh, Violet. She said, or his colon ruptures again. My mom thought of that too. We need to find some dirt on her dad. Not annoying. Okay. He lost her 70% of custody. Yeah, I know. I'm not even saying it ooh, what if he, but he's already had a lot of very serious health problems and issues, and it doesn't look like he takes very good care of himself just by looking at him. Yes, there are reasons to remove him, but that has to be proven. Okay, got it. So either he has to step down voluntarily, or he has to, meet a sudden demise, or whatever, or he has to be removed, and it's going to have to be a big trial and stuff. Colin, we count on you, Leo said. He looks awful. Can't they just use the attack on his grandson? I think that's a great thing to use. Aggie Anna 77. Yep, Lisa said the custody thing is her strongest argument. Off topic, I need you to know that those color dots on your keyboard protect. You should know what those color dots are. Oh, you need to know what the color dots are? Oh, it's like a shortcuts keyboard. Y'all ask me about this all the time. This is wearing down because I have been studying for the bar for 14 hours a day. But basically it's the red is this one, and then yellow, and then these are shortcuts that help you do stuff. Just got on Amazon for like $7. Her kids have a restraining order against him. How is that not enough? Bluebird Sky 1912, it might be enough, but we have to go through a whole hearing, and a judge has to hear the evidence and the facts, and there's testimony, and it's money that has to be spent, and more of these freaking things that have to be filed, and all of that. And before they do that, Britney's going to need access to money, right? So I don't know how she's going to get that. This is stressful. Let's see. Subpoena the custody records. I wish. Okay, Judge Penny seals. Does that mean we get none of the documents through the trial? I don't think so, Britney Hiatus. I think we would still end up getting like documents like this, but we would not end up being able to like sit in on the courtroom, and we wouldn't probably get all of the trial transcripts and, you know, what goes on in the hearings themselves. We probably still wouldn't know about, but we would probably still get these documents. Lisa said they must, all capital letters, must use the custody and restraining order. The Free Britney keyboard. I know. I was just looking at that. I was like, this keyboard is going to become like low-key iconic for like 400 people. Like everyone's going to just be triggered and like elated by this keyboard at some point. Let's see if Judge Penny. Okay. We have another lawyer in the chat who says she has to spend a few more million to get an answer. Yikes. She has to spend a few more million to get an answer. Jesus. Lisa said, oh, her attorney will be paid. That is why he is hanging on. If they unseal, do we get the previous transcripts? Or only as of that day forward? I think it's only that day forward, Aggie Anna. I think it's like any motions to seal in the past have been granted and like those documents are sealed, I think. I really don't know though. Lisa said James absolutely should step aside. Might be why Jamie Lynn moved the money into a blocked account. Yeah, or is trying to. Yes, it will be lots of money in the lawyers. Queens. She should just hire me and Lisa, honestly. Not really, because then I won't be able to get on here and read these cases with y'all. I'll just be behind the scenes. So, never mind. Please don't hire me. I want to keep doing this. Yes, Britney pays for both legal teams, I believe. Yeah, I think so. Is Britney paying for both sides of this court battle? Yes. Yeah, you think James is writing check and with his degree in fry cook? No. Obviously, Britney's paying for everything. Britney's paying for everything. Their plane tickets. She pays for everything. Yeah, Lisa. Hire Lisa. Yes, hire Lisa. Hire us. Lisa, it would be really fun to work on a high-profile conservatorship case with you. I think we would kill it. I think we would be iconic. Lisa confirms that she does pay for everything. People are laughing. Do you honestly think Judge Penny will come through and remove James from the conservatorship? I mean, I don't think it's in Judge Penny's hands right now. Unfortunately, they are going to have a big trial, a big hearing, and evidence, and testifying, and all of that stuff in order for Judge Penny to even get into a position where she could make a decision to remove James. She can't just snap her fingers and remove him. There has to be a trial. Meaner said Jamie doesn't even have a degree to cook fried chicken. That's true. Britney is paying for her own personal hell. That is the truth. Jamie's degree is failed business. Poor Brit. She's paying millions. Those cheese grits were shit. Britney the Sagittarius. Mac and cheese or fries. Stop. Yes, she will ultimately remove him, but my bet, this is Lisa, they will settle and lots of money will be paid. They will settle, meaning for James to step aside? Like they'll give him like a few million settlement and say like leave her alone forever? Every business Jamie has ever had has failed. Conserving his daughter is the only thing he's been successful in because she snapped her fingers and deemed Brit's medical health to be poor. Yep, that's true. How is this legal? How is what legal? Oh my fucking God. You are so annoying. I'm blocking you. That cheese grits moment always burned in my mind, even back then. Why would they settle, Lisa? Yes, James steps aside for money. Okay. He's a true failure. Yasmin. He failed to sell ice cream on Venice Beach, another failed business, but he wanted to give his opinion on Bessemer. Exactly. And that's going to shut down too. He's going to fail at that too, because Britney will be free. Yep. Let's see. Okay. The cheese grits. Oh my God, y'all, I died laughing. Well, we all know when his dad sued her. Oh my God, that's so unfair though. Oh my God, that's easy. Okay, another lawyer in the chat says he will step aside for money. He is a male pig. True. There's always money in the banana stand. James Spears sucks. Heart eye emojis. We're gonna free our girl. He's a failure who brought his daughter to the depths of hell. Yep, money to avoid the embarrassment of bad publicity. Well, too late. It's just a little too late for all of that. All right, y'all. Well, I am gonna call it a night, but it was really fun doing this, and I'm gonna see if I can get my hands on those evidentiary oppositions, but I'm not sure those are public, so I'll have to go look and see. Someone said, is it possible to turn this into a jury trial, or is that a whole different matter? I really don't know. So if someone knows the answer to that question, put it in the comments. But yeah, I'm going. It's already close to my bedtime. I did so much today. My brain is dead. All right. Good night. And everybody go follow, oh gosh, what was her name? B_KNEE 83, I think. I'm going to try to find her. Please tell me someone wrote that down. Okay. All right. Oh, thanks, Lisa. Oh, I always get so excited. No, Lisa said no jury trial. This is going to be heard by the probate judge, I assume. Okay. Good night. I'll see y'all later. Talk to you later, and I'll try to get that other video up. Okay, bye.